All right, hello Honor Squad. Today we're going to talk about Piktochart, how to create your project and how to navigate the platform. When you get here, it's going to ask you to sign up. Please use your auhsdschools.org email. I would also use your password associated with that email. Just sign up with Google. It makes it easy, and then you can remember your password. It's going to ask you what organization you're from. You can put that you are a student, K through 12, and it will ask you what size your organization is. That really doesn't matter. Once you get in to Piktochart, you will see you have a dashboard that looks like this. These are my previous infographics that I've created. So these are my saved projects. You will not have any there, but you will want to go over to the left and choose infographics. You will see that there are several different pre-made templates that you can choose from. Choose one that perhaps is most appropriate with your style and civic action issue, and you can simply hit use template and edit. I actually like to start from blank. I think having a blank project is actually easier because I can tailor the infographic specifically to meet the requirements of this project. For example, if you'll notice here, you have these buttons in which you can add blocks or sections. We know that we have to have 4 sections to this project. So I might do that now. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I have 4 sections. The first one will be my introduction and my claim. The second will be my evidence. The third will be my conclusion and how observers can get involved. And the fourth will be my works cited page. You will notice that you can expand these. You can make them bigger and you can make them smaller. I would suggest not having any blank space on your infographic. An infographic should be well organized, layered, have depth, and be creative. So really navigate and move these to fit the information and the visuals on each section. Also on these buttons, you can delete sections, add sections, and duplicate sections. You will notice that most of the creative tools are over on the left side of your dashboard. You have graphics. There's shapes and icons here. If you click this down arrow, you have lots of different symbols to choose from, which you can edit and tailor to fit your project. I really like basic shapes. Of course, I like politics and people, and just about every issue you will find something or some kind of clip art that you can use to highlight your message, your claim, and your evidence. For the purpose of this project, I'm going to start with a good old-fashioned banner. Here we go. I like the different banners that Piktochart offers. You can easily make that bigger. And over here on your dashboard, you can add text. There's different size titles and subtitles. For the purpose of the title of my project, I'm going to make this a large title. You can double click on that, and up here at the top is your tools to edit text. You can change the font color, you can change the font, and you can change the size. I'm going to double click this again, and I'm going to title this my civic action project. Next, I'm going to add another section here, or another title, and I'm going to call this climate change, which is my civic action issue and my claim. I'm going to expand this so I can fit my claim into section 1. And then you can go to each section and label them, which is, I think, the best way to start. This is going to be my evidence. This section is going to be my conclusion. Or how to get involved. And this section is going to be my works cited. And I'm going to put list, and there you go. You want to make sure that up here on the right, you save often. It's just good practice that anytime you make some big changes, you hit save. Also over here on the left, you can edit the background for each section, which gives your project, of course, depth. So if I click this section, I might want to add a background. Over here, it allows you to adjust the color. And I really think it's great to add these elements and layer, again, as it makes it more appealing and creative to your audience. So definitely take advantage of that. Works cited, let's give that some color. And again, you have quite a few symbols, colors to choose from. I'm going to go with that. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty. There you go. You also, if we go back to graphics, not only do we have shapes and icons, we have illustrations that are here that you can use and edit. You can add different lines and borders. There's also photographs, which you can choose from. This might be a pretty photograph to add here, and I can again, move that around to fit my claim, my text. You have the ability to really move these shapes and pictures around to fit your organization and the layout of your project. Over here, you can also upload pictures, and I think this is really going to be important for all of your projects. As you have some big issues, there are parties, there are candidates, there are lawmakers, and there are interest groups that you're going to support. They all have their own images associated with them. So downloading those images and uploading them in your project can also be really useful and enhance your message. I have some images here. I can, let's get rid of that. I can add an A. Well, for whatever reason, mine doesn't want to add my pictures. What does this do? Here we go. There's the A. So again, it makes it easy to just upload pictures that you have on your desktop. And again, I think that would be great to really personalize this and reflect your issues and those areas of government that are involved. All right. And again, there's color scheme here. There's your background, your text. You can upload, and there are thousands of different pictures and images that you can use to tailor your project. Always remember to hit save. If I go back to my project, or to my dashboard, you can see here that I've started another project that I've kind of been working on. Again, I have my claim here. You can add different shapes to highlight and introduce your project. You can add text and really personalize each shape, each picture, each image. So I'm going to call this Civic Action Project 2020. You don't need to worry about putting your name on the project because you will be uploading it to Tumblr and it will be associated with your account, so I will know it's yours. So here's a model that I started. So we put the title. I'm going to type in my claim here. I have my section for evidence. I need to type in my evidence in each of these sections. But again, all of these graphics are available to you. I have my section 3, how to get involved, and I will add a text section which details that, and then I have my works cited here. Always remember to hit save. On Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, I'm going to go over with you how to download, save this to your desktop, and upload to Tumblr. You also have those directions on the project description, and I definitely encourage you to work ahead and get this done. All right, have fun, Under Squad. Great job.